How y'all doing? So yesterday, I was watching Magic Johnson talk, and he spoke out. He's got his own Apple TV version about his life story for a part, which I might peep out in time, but I like the HBO special better. I just think that an unbiased look into something is a bit more compelling. That's just me, just being real. But I will watch what he has to say. But anyway, Magic was one of my favorite players coming growing up. He was truly Urban Magic Johnson lived up to his name. College game is still the GOAT. When him and Larry Bird went against each other, Michigan State gets in state, that's still the gold standard. Ain't nothing changed. That was like timeless. That college basketball game was like watching Michael Jackson on Motown 25. You have other people perform and do their thing, but there was nothing quite as magical and mythological as that. So that's just my personal opinion on that. But anyway, he told LeBron James. Now I did a video about how Kareem went at LeBron, and that could go either way. But Magic was 100 on the money. He puts the blame of the Lakers stanking on LeBron, and rightfully so. You know, and he's like, bring Russell Westbrook back, and I said, you pretty much have to bring him back. You may have to consider letting Anthony Davis go, but you didn't. You created such a mess. Not going after DeMar DeRozan or Buddy Hield or some other people, and you wanted star power and you wanted to shine. And it does come down to what LeBron wants. I don't care what nobody says. I know Shannon Sharp and them all will sit there and say, well, Rob Palinsko and all that. LeBron James put that together. He's the one who fought to get AD, wanted the old roster of the Lakers. Kuzma finally got him up out of there. And now you reap what you sow. And who's going to argue with Magic Johnson? Really? Because he knew a thing or two about what he saw, and how bad it was going to get. And see how people can play with and play against you. And so Magic broke it down articulately real well and was on the ball with it. And I ain't got no problem with what he said. He didn't say nothing that was. First of all, I just be sitting at home watching Russell Westbrook the past decade and what he happened with OKC with him and Durant, and then with Paul George and Victor Oladipo, and um, then later on when he gave him to Houston with James Harden, I said, this guy, except for when he was with Bradley Beal in Washington, but by that time nobody cared because he'd been stat padding and playing 21 by himself. Who didn't see that coming? But that ain't the reason why the Lakers stink. Anthony Davis is not the complimentary 1-2 punch for the future. That he can't stay healthy, and he doesn't dictate games enough. And LeBron's an older dude. They can't do it like he wants. They can't flip it, and he can't flip it with just Joey Tomato Can sidekicks. You got to have guys that really are on the same wavelength, and you're seeing it unfold. The White Howard, Carmelo, come on now. And LeBron James brought this heat on himself when he said keep that same energy last summer when they put that team together. So that's all I got to say about that. But Magic Johnson nailed it. He nailed it, and he wasn't talking crazy. He does talk Hollywood from time to time, and sometimes you look at him sideways. But he was 110 on this one. That's LeBron's fault because that's what he wanted. But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes about Magic Johnson calling LeBron out about that whack bum team known as the Lakers. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And you know, I remember watching the HBO show when Magic went to Kareem. Well, he's coming to LeBron. That's one thing about it. You got to stand and take the blame. You got to take the highs and you got to take the lows. I'm out.